and so on. I was thinking about this the other day because I find myself, and I'm sure you guys are finding it, especially over the last 5, 6, 7 months, that I'm doing something, I'm talking about something, what I'm talking about kind of puts me off to another story, and then I forget the original story. And then I'm doing something, and I'm talking, and I forgot what the hell I was talking about. So, I'm not usually that way. I find that I believe that I'm just stretching myself a little too thin with favors. And a little too much on my own little things as well. But mainly, I'm thinking it's the favors. Let me put this on a little angle. Because what's happening is, I never used to be this way. I was always right there, always on the money, never forgot a thought. And the more that I have going on, I quit the fire department because there was so much going on, and the chief was an asshole anyway. So at that point, that kind of helped out a little bit. But then I find, and I don't mind, but taking Costian, for instance, and then not having everything that I need. So it turned out to be a bigger project than expected. If they had a set of blueprints or a schematic on the damn thing, it would be a lot easier. They have some block diagram, but it doesn't take you down to part level. It takes you down to board level, so to speak. You need this board, this plug, this, that. But it doesn't tell you anything about those capacitors that I found. That took troubleshooting to find those. Tracing. And you're tracing a lot of board to try to figure out where it's going. And then I'm drawing out the diagrams so that I have an idea where I went. So it takes a lot. And then with that going on, and working on the radios for the Coast Guard, going to the different facilities to check their antenna systems and the radio systems. Stratford one day, Norwalk the next day. The 7th, I got to go back to Stratford. I got the radios working. Now I got to put a PL259 with a 176 reducer on the piece of coax that they have so that they can tie the antenna into the radio. So it's always something you're thinking about. So, I'm doing this and I'm thinking about everything else. So you tend to lose your train of thought. And like I said, that's not normally me, and I've noticed it more so the more I take on. So what I'm going to do is slow my ass down. They're not bugging me on Coastie, but I really think that I'm close. I'm going to put the capacitors in there, and I think once I'm done with that, I can probably test it at the start. And that'll tell me, where I got to go from there, if I have to do any more or not. I think I'm going to have to do some light work, with the lighting and things, and I definitely got to do some body work. But again, that's somewhat easy. And again, they're not bugging me for it, so it's not a big deal. They're not, is it done yet? Is it done yet? What's going on with it? They're not driving me nuts. The radio's a little bit more so. I got plans and ideas that I want to put together on the radios. I wanted to start that Northeast network system, which I feel that would be a real benefit to the system. And then I have my own things I want to do. I want to finish the bird feeder. It's all scrap wood. It's cleaning up the shop at the same time. But I'm getting it done. So I don't have to go out there every day. And go to the backyard and drop seed, and go over to the chipmunk area and drop seed. And then go underneath the tree and drop seed, and then go out front and drop seed on the side of You know, I mean, just put it there, pour it in, don't worry about it for a week. You know, so there's a lot there. So I want to get that done. And there's a lot of other things. I still haven't had a chance to hook up the laser that I bought, what, 3 months ago? 4 months ago? I have no idea. All right? So I got to someday work on that. I mean, I forgot all about it half the time. You know, then dioramas. I figured that would be a good winter project. I can sit back, I can come in here, I can relax, which this may be a good spot to do them on. You know, I can see out the window down there. I can hear everything. I can put a laptop right here. I've got enough of them. And I can just kind of sit here and do what I have to do. I can look out the back. I can look out the front. So, and that's one of that. You know, so I just have to slow down and stop taking on this crap. Well, it's not crap to the people I take it on for. It's important to them. You know, but I have to stop being the nice guy and doing a lot of favors. Again, I don't mind, but when it starts to affect me and what I'm trying to accomplish, well, then it's time to think about it.